Welcome to the race by race preview for Sha Tin on Sunday, Chevalier Cup Day, and a 10 race program with racing on both courses, the turf and the all-weather. Good meeting as well, and joined in the studio today by both Paul Lully and Tom Wood. And Tom, on the back of a big day last week, good card, great clash, superb Capitalist and Beauty Eternal, and the Class 1 feature's drawn a great field too. It has, Mark. Should be a good contest. The Chevalier Cup of 2022, of course, Beauty versus Keefe lining up in that race. You mentioned the two with the races, and they actually look pretty handy as well, both those two dirt races, I thought. They do indeed. Midori Beauty on the dirt the first time. He's trialled well on the dirt though, Paul.
He has. He's trialled really well on it. There's a couple of good jackpots as well, races 6 and 10. We're going to put $1 million into the quartet and first four merge pool. So if you haven't tried that bet type, good opportunity. All
right, well, we kick off a slightly earlier start time of 12:45 because we are taking the Japan Cup as a simulcast race throughout the afternoon. But looking now at race number 1, it's over the 1,000 metres and it is a Class 4, and Kokoshi Masu's coming back in trip from the 1,200 to the 1,000. Super Eagle has the hood off. Noble One has the tongue tie on. Baby Crystal an extra £4 for his on debut second. Always Beautiful, Curling Speed, Kaying Warrior, Yo-Yo Night, all making their racetrack first appearances. Mighty Valor back from the 1,650 to the 1,000, and One for All has won a trial winner since running 8th behind Big May. Won that trial, beating Smiling City. What about the speed map down the straight here, Paul, with all, and Tom, all those first starters?
Yeah, Kaying Warrior, he looks like he's got plenty of natural early pace. Mighty Valor, he's coming to course and distance for the second time in his career. He's got the claim and he likes to go forward. See You Again's normally fairly prominent, Paul, and then Baby Crystal was behind the speed at his debut, and One for All. Now, he led all the way to win a recent barrier trial.
He did, didn't he? So he's going to be there as well. I think he's going to go forward. The other first starters, Curling Speed, hasn't shown too much gate speed. A little bit green, that horse, and Yo-Yo Night as well.
All right, we're going to start with the debut run, Tom, of Baby Crystal. Now, this was in a field of 13. He ran second behind Flying High, who was a long-standing maiden going to this race, but he hadn't been too far away plenty of times.
No, and a lot of the money in this race had come from All Greek to me, and he was right behind them here as well, and he was a little bit disappointing. But Baby Crystal was certainly the best of the first starters in this field, and looked to have every chance in the end, Paul, but just knocked off by one better on the day.
Yeah, exactly right. He hit the front here, and he just... You know, the other horse just really fought hard and bet him right on the line. So a good run from him, I thought.
We move on to a first starter now, Paul. Kaying Warrior, Dennis Ship trained, Zach Purton on board. 3 trials. He wears a hood on debut, and he's worn that in the last 2.
He's looked good, actually, this horse at the trials. I think he looks ready to win as well, fresh up. The trials have been good. You can see this one nice and easy as he comes down. Dennis Ship doesn't really have too many first starters that win, but I think this one can.
No, we talked about one on the show the other week. Bold Powers, I think, was his last PPG to win on debut, and this horse, I think, maybe can buck that trend. He trialled in Australia as well with Robert Quinn, and I think he's looked pretty good here in his 3 assignments.
And finally, Tom, One for All. He hasn't done a whole lot on race day in 5 starts. This trial was much better, though.
Yeah, probably his best run was behind Sweet Diamond going back 4 starts ago. But I like this trial, so I'm going to include him because I think he's fairly forward. He's drawn the grandstand rail, so that's going to help. And was a little bit keen last start, so I hope he can settle a bit better in the run.
Yeah, and he's drawn nicely in barrier number 13. So if Kaying Warrior doesn't want to lead from the outside draw, I mean, he's another alternative.
That is a look at some replays ahead of the first, but Kaying Warrior, Paul, makes it 1 for 1.
Yeah, I've got him on top, Kaying Warrior. I've just really liked his trials leading into this, and the horse is going well, drawn ideally. Baby Crystal was a good debut from him. Noble One, he's run a couple of good ones and a couple of bad ones. I think he can, with the tongue tie on, that it's a good gear change for him. And We Are Hero, tongue tie also goes on him. Hugh Bowman aboard. 9, 4, 3 and 5.
Yeah, also with Kaying Warrior, but he is going to come up short in this race for Dennis Ship and Zach Purton. Baby Crystal's in One for All off that trial. I'm not prepared to drop off Super Eagle yet. Comes to Sha Tin for the first time and is downgraded to 9, 4, 13 and 2.
He's up at 2.1 as Kaying Warrior, and early betting for the opener of 10.